morning. I'm acting like it's early, but it's actually 8 a.m. I have not really been that much of a morning person this year. I feel like in the summer, the morning person within me is very evolved, it's very present. In the winter, that person does not yet exist, but hopefully I'll be able to slowly form my winter morning person. Anyways, today I'm doing a road workout with Spence. We're doing 7x4 minutes around threshold effort or a little bit harder. It's all building towards my next race, which is Mesa Half Marathon on February 8th. Taylor and Connor, Spencer, me, and some of our friends are all doing it, so the gang will be back together and I'm super excited. Last fall I did a 10-mile race and I loved that distance and I felt like I had a lot of potential there that I hadn't really explored. So I'm excited to train for a half marathon and see how it goes. Also, knowing that my goals later in the year are to run like the steeplechase and track races, I think it's the right time to work on building up my aerobic system and just like a really strong base. And also, like, I know that I want to run marathons someday, so I think it's really beneficial to slowly introduce myself to that. And I'm super curious about the half marathon distance, so gotta just go check it out, you know? Why do I just involuntarily shake when I'm excited?
Oh, there she is doing her thing. And I'm in the car.
One thing about Spencer is that when he runs with me, he pretends that it's going to be hard for him, when in reality, like, it's going to be way harder for me than for him. But he likes to put on this air like he's nervous and doesn't know what to expect, when it's like, look, it's going to be easy. You're just faster than me.
We're running at 5,000 feet. She's a professional runner, so obviously I'm nervous. It's going to be hard as
Back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she whoop that thing, jiggle. And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my bag flow. Back in my, back in my bag, yeah.
first rep down. We're going pretty fast.
Spence was definitely right in that the first rep was fast and felt quite hard. I wish that I could say that coming back from my time off for surgery, I was feeling great and peppy and so fit, but it's definitely been a little bit difficult. I'm not like out of shape by any means, but I definitely lost a little bit of fitness, which you would expect with 2 weeks off. But of course, when I came back, I was like all sad because obviously I lost fitness. I didn't run for 2 weeks. It's just science, but of course I was devastated. Coming back has been a little bit hard, and running at altitude is always difficult, but when you are coming back and not in great shape trying to do workouts, it is so hard. All of my last few workouts have been pretty difficult mentally and physically, even though they haven't necessarily been all that fast. And while I could let that just destroy me mentally, I'm trying to just keep it in perspective and remember that I still have 4 more weeks until this half marathon, and even though I don't feel super fit right now, I am feeling remarkably fitter every single workout, which is a great sign. I am super stoked for this half because, like I said, the 10-mile race felt amazing and like I had potential in those sorts of distances, and also because I want to do marathons someday. But I will say the thought of running really hard for 13 miles intimidates me, especially when I'm doing repeats around this little loop for 4 minutes at what my goal half marathon pace is, and it feels really hard. But I do like to remind myself that practice is so different than a race, and even when things feel impossible impossible in a training session, sometimes they feel completely different in a race setting. And also I am at altitude, so that's always a little bit of a mental boost for me, knowing that whatever training I'm doing is way harder here than it will be in Arizona when I'm racing. And like I said, I'm definitely hoping to be much fitter when I'm racing than I am now. I'm still gaining fitness pretty quickly, coming back from my time off, and I do think that when Mesa rolls around, this sort of pace will feel much easier.
Trying to drop me, folks. It's brutal out here. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was the 4th rep, so it was a bit heartbreaking to hear that we had only done 3. But even if I didn't release any expletives and I wasn't letting on that I was struggling, I think you would have known because the paces are slowing down throughout this workout. I definitely went out too hard and I am feeling it at this point, and you can see this clearly in the data that's provided by my COROS Pace 3 and arm heart rate monitor. My paces were dropping each rep even though my heart rate was staying pretty high, and my jog rest between the reps was getting very slow, but my heart rate wasn't dropping very much between them, so you can definitely tell that the effort was up there. I trust this data fully, first because I felt it, and also because it's provided by COROS, which I have been relying on for over a year to provide me with accurate data that I can use to base my training around. So if you're interested in any COROS products, check out the link in my description, and thank you COROS for sponsoring this video.
We have three to go.
Even though my coach and I definitely look at data after a workout, I actually haven't been looking at my watch at all during workouts. Spence has been keeping track of the time, the pace, the distance, everything, and I simply exist and run off of effort and feel. Like I said, coming off surgery, I'm not feeling amazing, so I don't want to get in my own head about the paces that I'm running and beat myself up while I'm in the middle of a workout. So to me, it's been really beneficial to be able to not look at any of that and just have Spencer tell me when to start and stop and just give the workouts my best effort. From the start of this workout, I could feel that I had gone out too fast and I was slowing down every rep, but I was really trying as hard as I could to hold it together.
This is what I mean when I say he pretends it's gonna be hard for him. He doesn't even understand what this feels like right now.
I'm all out.
Usually a lot of my hard workouts would be on the track, but since this is a road race, we've been moving a lot of those towards the road so I can get used to the feel of pushing really hard on this surface, which obviously is somewhat similar to the track, but still is a little bit different. It's good for me to get used to this, but I do think that in some of the hard workouts coming up, I'll be on the track, which I'm super excited for because there is just something about the track that gets me going.
Great workout. Allie crushed it.
Bit tough. It was a good workout, but really tough. I think I just started out a little bit too fast, and then I tried to hold that pace the whole time because I had already committed, but it was just a battle from rep 2 on. So I think it was really good practice for a half marathon because obviously you're gonna hurt pretty early in the race and then just have to hold it. So I definitely practiced a lot of pain today, but overall it was pretty fun. It's so nice having Spencer work out with me. So yeah, solid day.
Absolutely crush her next race, which we can't say on this video, but I am doing a half marathon.
I'm trying to take Georgie on a walk, but let's see what he does when I drop the leash. Lazy. You're lazy, George. Come on, it's time to go for a walk. Oh, this is what I deal with every day. It's winter, it's a little cold outside, so to be safe, to be secure, everyone needs to wear a winter coat. George, you need to wear your coat. Spencer thinks it's mean to have Georgie wear a coat, but it's 30 degrees. He needs a coat. Look at him.
He's a wolf.
The wolf left his body long ago. George, you gotta go outside, boy. You haven't done anything all day. arc trainer double and then lift. I am so tired after that workout. I don't know why that just absolutely took it out of me, but I was not well for like an hour afterwards. But yeah, feeling still tired, but like fine. I just finished lifting and cross training. I filmed none of the lift. I'm sorry, I just didn't have the energy for it, but Spence and I are going out for dinner tonight, so I'm very excited that I don't have to cook and I'm basically done with all effort needing things for the day.
Oh, so comfortable in here. So comfortable. Feels so good.